Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that happened to me a few years ago, and I really think about it all the time, and I don't see really anyone talking about this experience, so I want to break it down. So, for context, I graduated art school, unemployed, applying to a bunch of jobs, not hearing anything back. I'm depressed in my bedroom. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do a little fun drawing series, and I draw the Disney princesses in my own style. And I am tagging different accounts. This was a different time when Instagram algorithm was a little different, so the way that you would get views was different. But I was doing all the things back then that you would get to get some eyes on your work, and it started to work. It took off. The posts went viral. BuzzFeed was writing articles about me. I was getting tons and tons of people commenting and liking and following, and it felt so good. I had really no direction at all of where I wanted to go, and this felt like a sign from above that things were turning around. And in my brain, I thought, okay, this is it. This is the moment where everything just falls into place. So here I am sitting, waiting around. Okay, the followers are coming in. I'm still broke and I am not getting hired. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, I thought once I got all these followers, I would be seeing tons of money just rolling in, right? Wrong. I had no idea what to do with this. People would land on my profile and that was just it. I really had this vague bio that I'm just like a freelance professional artist, like please hire me kind of vibes. And I couldn't sell prints of the series I was doing because they were Disney. So I wasn't selling anything. I was essentially using my Instagram as a place to just post fan art for people, which was a great way to get people connected and interacting, but it was an absolutely terrible business model. So I got hundreds of thousands of followers. It was amazing. I was getting recognition, but I was making no money. And that is not the algorithm's fault at all. It was really on me for just not being prepared and having no plan whatsoever. Looking back, there were 3 things that I was completely missing. Number 1, I had no clear positioning. It was not clear on what I did, whether I was a professional illustrator that you could hire, what my services were, none of that. I essentially, to these people, just drew fan art for fun. Like, they had no idea who I was and what I did. It was just a place for them to just be like, oh, that's a cool painting. Scroll. And what happened with that is I just looked like a hobby account. I did not look like an artist running a business. 2, I had no lead magnet or a freebie or anything that could be like, this is a coloring page of this Disney princess, and I would have them sign up to a newsletter and I could capture them as potential future buyers. I wasn't doing any of that, of course. I just had them be like, just show up and stick around till they left, essentially. So when they would show up all interested in my page and my work and finding this new artist, I had nowhere to send them. I had no email list, no offers. And honestly, I had no idea what I was doing because I still was in this place when I started that series of not really knowing what I wanted to do. I had no idea what I wanted to pursue other than just draw. And I would have probably made a lot more money if I had thought about these things beforehand. And 3, my bio was absolutely useless. And going back to my little shop metaphor I was using, if your bio is your shop sign and it just says artist, it's not clear. People don't really know what you do. Okay, are you like professional? Can we hire you to do custom portraits? Are you a commercial? What are you? What are you doing? If I don't know what you're doing, I'm not coming into the store, essentially. And that's how people subconsciously think. There's like 3 seconds that you have to show them who you are, and your bio is the most important little piece because that is the first thing they see when they go to your profile. Having your bio explain either a problem that you solve, a service that you offer, what you specialize in, that is very specific, that is capturing your ideal audience, ideal customer, buyer, potential client, whoever you're trying to attract, that bio should be speaking directly to them. So when they land on your profile, they're like, perfect, follow. Ooh, I need to hire this person. Oh, this is so easy to navigate and figure out. You should not be sending people on this like scavenger hunt trying to figure out what you do by going through old posts, and the link in your bio is kind of like this like weird website where pages aren't connecting. Like, it shouldn't be difficult. It should be extremely straightforward, and it starts with your bio. Once I actually figured out this stuff and I started treating Instagram as this business tool for me, everything changed for me. The first time I went viral, I was drawing Disney princesses in the same exact like position they were from a frame from the movies, and it was like a side-by-side thing. So it was really just me enhancing the original Disney princesses, but not really changing much at all. There's not a lot of creativity other than just showing my skill in stylization and showing like my skill set essentially. However, I did another Disney series, and this one was different. And it's because I was taking animals of Disney characters and making them into people. And this was another series that garnered a lot of attention, but it did show a much more elaborate skill set of mine of creativity, showing Dory and what her hair would look like, what her face would look like, all of those things, while also showing my creative process and the way that I draw and my skills. Where the original series went viral and it was amazing that people loved it, but it wasn't really showing too much creativity here. And this gave you a lot more information on who I was as an artist. And this series changed everything because it was my second chance of starting to monetize this virality. I started making print sales. I was landing clients that I never thought I could work with, that my art really fit the industries that I was getting hired for, and it felt so good. And finding this newfound success, there were still things that I was struggling with where my bio was not clear enough at that time. That is something in the past couple years I have really refined, and it has changed the game. But this was an improvement upon the first viral series that I did. And it all started with the basic stuff. Being clear on what I did and what I offer people, how they can hire me in a very easy way, creating a lead magnet to bring people in, sign them up for a news list, because this is something else that I did not think about when I started. But you don't own your followers on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, if you have them sign up for a newsletter that connects them to updates on your print drops or a new project you're working on, and you can shoot out monthly emails or whatever it is, you own your email list. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to start building that up. And lastly, your Instagram bio is so underrated. I'm going to keep stressing this to you because when I have artists come to me that ask me for help with their social media, what they need to do, almost all the time, if they're struggling to get clients, to get sales, I look at their bio immediately and it is very vague, because what they are trying to do, which is what I used to do too, was you kind of create this like vague appearance because you're like, well, I don't want to like leave anyone out. I want anyone to hire me. So I don't want to be too specific, but that is not the way that we make money. We actually should not be fearful of niching down. We want to attract exactly the people that like what we do, because you probably do something pretty specific. So having a vague bio actually just confuses people. It doesn't make them feel included and like, ooh, this could apply to me. It makes them be like, wait, what do you do? Like, what's going on? So we don't want that. We want you to be specific and to point them to directly where you want them to go, to follow you on your journey, to click the link to buy some prints or hire you for commissions. It is so important that you stay clear on what you do and the offers that you make. I am sharing all of this because I see so many artists doing the same exact thing I did, pouring everything into their art, starting to get traction, and then not knowing what to do with it. And it's not about your art not being good enough is the reason why you're not making sales. That is absolutely not it. It's just that no one really taught us how to market ourselves and run this as a business. Art school doesn't cover it. Our parents don't know how to run an art business. They're just as confused as we are. And also, a lot of the business advice out there is made for like business tech startups, and it's all very like serious. So we're all like, well, what do we do? And that's why I'm here, because I messed up so much that I am here to tell you what doesn't work and what actually works so you can make art your full career. So I made a free guide. It is an ebook that walks you through improving your Instagram bio in 10 minutes. And I made this because it's something that I wish someone handed to me when I was post-grad, posting my work online, having no clue what I was doing, watching my follower count go up and my bank account going down, okay? The link for that is in the description. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next one. Bye.